Hey everyone. Uh, just wanted to jump on and make a video. I know it's been a while. A lot's been going on, so my head hasn't been in the best headspace to remember to film a video. But yeah, as far as school goes, I'm still doing really good. I started off the summer term with 2 classes, and I ended up having to drop my biogenetics class because it was the workload of that plus my bioethics class and prepping for a speaking panel that I was going to be on, or that I was on, in Whistler was just too much. And so I dropped that class. And I felt really guilty about it because I really hate quitting stuff, but yeah, I think it was for the best. It definitely gave me a lot more room to think, and yeah, so that happened. I'm doing great in my biogenetics class. I actually really like it, and I'm finding out I'm getting pretty good at writing research papers. But yeah, there's that. I went to Canada. I was part of a discussion panel of community partners with SRAM, which is a big bike industry company. They own a few companies, and we're Warpaint, my nonprofit, we're community partners with them. So I got to come out to speak. I brought a few people with me. Everybody had a great time, and we got to hang out with a bunch of other BIPOC-led organizations. We did a bunch of activations together. With Warpaint, we did a tamale workshop. So we brought all the ingredients, made them all the morning before the event, and basically just kind of laid everything out and had everyone come out sort of assembly line style and learn how to make their own tamales. We gave a little backstory to tamales, how long they've been around, and for anybody that doesn't know, tamales have been a thing since 3 to 5,000 BC. So as soon as corn got domesticated, we started making tamales, and they've just evolved, and they're delicious. So I'm happy that they're around, and yeah, but it was really cool. We got to make tamales with everybody, and then while they were cooking, we went out and did a ride. Unfortunately, a friend of mine got hurt, and that was difficult in its own way. It's always hard to see people that we care about get hurt, and it's always emotionally taxing to just kind of have to be in the ER or the ICU and, like, you know, watching someone that we care about be in pain. But she got through all that. That happened to be the day of the talk that I was giving. I felt a lot of guilt because this is somebody that I've become friends with, and not just that, but you know, I'm a bike instructor, so I've been, like, kind of helping them get into mountain biking, and I just felt a little bit of responsibility. And but it's action sports, and I had a few people remind me that that's just part of what we do. Part of doing these things is that there's a chance that we'll get hurt, and it's not anybody's fault. I got hurt yesterday. I crashed on one of the trails that I'm the most familiar with, but I was messing around with my suspension settings, and the bike just wasn't feeling right. I lost control, got thrown, Today my chest, wrist, leg, and neck are a little bit sore. The bike hit me in the back of the head, and I was just like laying there. But yeah, I'm okay. But all that, the hospital experience with her and everything, almost got me to not just be in the headspace to go be on the panel. We had a backup person that I guess they were getting prepped while everybody wasn't sure if I was gonna want to show up for that or not. But I went back to the camp, took a shower, and felt a little bit better. Just kind of gathered myself and went to the talk. I'll post a picture or a little video clip so you guys can see. And it was good. The theme of that little mini conference was basically building better relationships with the BIPOC community, and the people that we were addressing was people from the bike industry. And so, yeah, we got to share a lot of stuff. I had actually been doing research for all this, trying to like narrow down what I was going to talk about for a while, months. And I was glad I did. Definitely, even though my head was not all there during the thing, during the panel, a lot of the information was just burned in my brain at that point from like reviewing it so much and rewriting what I was going to talk about, and just wanting to make sure that I touched on points that would strike a chord, I guess, strike a nerve, as far as like some of the things that the outdoor industry as a whole doesn't look at. And also just not come off as abrasive. I wanted to make sure that I was coming off as somebody who sharing knowledge, but for the purpose of bringing about some change. I think change is important, and I think that addressing some of the reasons why a lot of people in the BIPOC community don't feel that comfortable stepping into the outdoors is pretty important. Yeah, so the talk went well. I got a lot of positive feedback afterwards for my portion, even though I feel like I was on autopilot. Like I missed a couple of like strong points that I wanted to make, but I'm gonna I've been already working on an article, so I'm gonna put an article on Warpaint Magazine, and I'll share the link on here once I get it done. But yeah, I think that there's a lot of stuff that needs to get talked about. Overall, that it was almost a week that we were in Canada. I was just exhausted. I did get to ride bikes a little bit, but just from like all the prep and like worrying about getting all the stuff together for the Modest workshop, and my friend getting hurt, the discussion, the panel, a couple of meetings that I had after the panel. It was just a lot. I did some riding, but I didn't feel like I fully enjoyed it because my brain was just so preoccupied. But yeah, overall it's been good. I'm moving out of living with my kids. Telling them about that was a little bit difficult, and but I think that they kind of understand where my head's at, and I hope that me not being around is good for them. I want nothing but the best for my kids, just like any parent, and maybe me being around is a hindrance right now. It definitely stresses me out a little bit in ways, and I just need to be able to focus right now while I'm finishing up school and trying to be productive. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I just wanted to do a quick update because I know I haven't been posting anything. you know, I'd love to know if anybody out there, what you guys think about like some of the, what I was sharing about being on the discussion panel, and like what the point of it was, and what, just to briefly touch on, I mean, some of the talking points that I had was just the lack of cultural awareness and historical awareness of the communities of color, and how we've been impacted in the past, and negative experiences that we've had with the outdoors. Dismissing the communities of color from a financial perspective, where not everybody's poor, but there is like definitely wealth disparities, and I think that some of those things need to be addressed. I also talked about relationship building with BIPOC communities. I think that culturally and historically, our culture is more community focused, and it's not transactional, and Western culture is very individualistic and also very, very transactional. And I think those are some of the things that need to be kept in mind when trying to relationship build with us. And it's not just about tokenizing and like putting somebody of color, a brown or a black athlete, in a marketing campaign. There needs to be more community relationship building, and that's I think that's a really big thing. So, but yeah, that's about it. Would love to get some comments, and like I said, I'll share the link to the article once I get it up, and might not be till the next video, but I'll try to be a little bit more consistent. And yeah, thanks everybody for watching.